Okay, well, thanks for joining. And just a reminder, we get to open the YMCA tomorrow. Today's January 28th and of 2021, in case somebody's watching this in the future. Tomorrow is the day that the governor has allowed for us to reopen because of our low risk category for cases of coronavirus. And so to my knowledge, if you attend the ball class, I'm going to be subbing the ball class tomorrow, and I will be here live if people want to come, so help get the word out about that. And that's interesting. That song's kind of loud. Let's get rid of that. All right, so today's focus, this might be our last live recorded class for a while. So I want to bring the focus to something a little bit different, and it's going to be on listening. And it's not listening with our ears, but listening with awareness internally, and not just during the class itself, but in our day-to-day life. I tell people a lot of time that the first thing that I noticed after beginning this practice was I felt more centered and rooted and grounded when I was just standing. So whether I was standing at the sink washing dishes or standing at church or whatever, where I was just kind of doing one thing and not a lot of mental thought, it was just a subtle awareness that I had that was different than before. So listening and observing those changes in our body and in how all of what we're doing tends to have unexpected influences, and listening and observing and becoming aware of what those are is probably one of the most valuable things that you can get from this practice. So I'm not going to do a lot of cueing today. I really wanted people to just have time to spend in this state of being aware. Big inhale up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lift. 2 more of those. And bringing those hands in front, float those palms up and rotate them overhead, coming up on our toes if it works to do a toe raise. Inhale up, exhale into your side bend. Inhale and exhale. Do 2 more of those. One more. And from here, hands on our hips or in front of the body, if that's more comfortable for you. I'm just going to inhale center and then rotate just the head, neck, and eye gaze, looking back as far behind you as you can as you exhale, inhaling around. Exhaling behind. Doing 2 more of those. Back to center. I'm going to go ahead and put all of our weight into this front leg and step the opposite foot back and circle the heel. Reverse direction. And shift your weight back and either toe heel or circle the toe. Just a reminder to check out the other videos in the library. Enhanced Fitness and Tai Chi and Qigong are also all on YouTube for non-Y members. Those are programs that we've offered to the community at no charge. Just really, really efficacious programs for overall health, well-being, and fall prevention. They all started as grant programs through the state of Oregon because they help us keep our healthcare costs down as a state, which is pretty significant if you think about it. Circling this foot and reversing. So when people think that having a YMCA membership is too expensive, we need to think about the alternative of not being proactive and taking care of our bodies, on the costs that that has on the other end in terms of doctor's visits, co-pays, medical costs, drug prices, all of those things. I know those of you that are on with me live this morning totally get that, but still want to get that message out there. Circle the hips around. And reverse direction. And back to center. Take the arms and just drop them alongside the body. And let's take this and rotate into Flying Dragon. Back to center. We'll roll those shoulders. Inhaling up. Exhaling down one more time. And then the whole arm circling up and around. Let's finish with the arms out in front, flexing the wrists, pointing fingers down, pushing the palms, pushing the wrists, and circling the wrists around. And turning the other way. And squeezing those hands into fists, splaying them out wide. Squeezing in tight, maybe scrunching up those facial muscles, then releasing, and then into finger touches. And shake it all out. So today's mantra is on listening and observing, cultivating awareness, paying attention. So we can get to practice that in the beginning standing meditation posture here. Knees are soft, tailbone tucked, nice long spine, head stacked right over the top of the spine. Maybe closing your eyes, deepening your breath, regulating and slowing the breath, allowing the muscles to relax in the body. And as I mentioned before, sometimes the things that we hear or notice are surprising. Sometimes it's a flash of a memory or of a feeling or an event or something mysterious that we can't quite put our finger on, but it has an emotional element to it. Just being open to receiving those cues, letting the body integrate the messages. We're going to take one more breath in and out. As we inhale our next breath, we can open those eyes if they're closed. Exhale those hands down the front of the body, working our way into regulating the breath. Nice, slow, deep breath in, exhaling out. And just continuing to observe and listen to the messages that your body sends through this practice. And extend our arms out to the left, and work them across the body, stepping that foot out, pressing away, inhaling. I keep doing that backwards, so my apologies to my crew that knows this routine. Can tell when it's off. Trying to mirror the camera, translate everything in my brain. Big inhale, nice and slow. Nice, slow, long exhale, allowing time for everything to be integrated in the body with this breathing. The state of being present. Think about a time that you just let your body float on the water. How peaceful and relaxing it was, and didn't know where your body began and the water ended, or vice versa. That's the state that we can get ourselves into through this practice if it's done consistently enough. Last one here. Coming back into center. Working those hands around, stepping out, pressing away, exhaling. Coming back to center. Begin to shouldering the sun and the moon. Rotating our shoulders, keeping the hips square to the front. It's lifting and extending front and back. Traveling our eye gaze to follow that back palm. Settling into that state of awareness in the flow of this movement. One more on each side. Back to center. I'm going to step to one side. Fold those arms overhead for lifting. For Great Spirit Bird spreads its wings. Inhaling the other side up. Exhaling to center. I'm going to step forward. Inhaling, lifting the back heel, pressing the back toes down. Coming back, other side. And going through that series. Once again, inhaling, exhaling. Listening, observing, being present in the moment. Going through that sequence one more time, all the way through. Inhaling, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. If we get distracted, bring the awareness back to the breath. And then stepping to the side, bending at the knees, keeping the chest lifted, lifting the millstone from the bottom of the sea. As we cast out, we shift the body weight back to center. So it's just going to be side to side, inhaling, lowering down, exhaling, shifting back. Only going as deep as feels safe for your knees and your balance. Widening your stance and fortifying those toes out, tracking the knees with the toes. If you want to go deeper into your squat, each side. Back to center. Good. We're going to inhale. So we step and shift our body weight over for opening the window, looking up at the moon. You can decide where you want that empty step to land, either inside the supporting leg or diagonally behind it. Either way, majority of your weight is going to be on that supporting leg, hence the name empty step for the opposite leg. Once again, that knee should feel safe and stable. We do that by keeping the chest open and lifted, stacking those shoulders over the hips. Once those shoulders travel forward, the weight goes into the knee, putting pressure and stability into the knee joint. Keep those shoulders erect and tall like a soldier to keep that weight back in the heel of that supporting leg. This is the movement series that is the most difficult to listen and be aware. There's a lot of different motor planning and stability, stabilizing things that the brain is preoccupied with. We'll do one more on each side here. Bringing it back to center. I'm going to bring the hands down the center line and out and around, stepping out, exhaling. Inhale, draw back. Exhale forward. Inhale. Dusting off the wind. This series is a little less involved, so we can really bring that awareness back to the breath again, back to just being present, listening. Drawing everything back into center, loading the opposite leg as we step out. This practice of listening with interior awareness is called interoception. We're paying attention to what's happening internally with an awareness that is unique and mysterious. Last one right here. Coming back into center. Sidestepping for old man strokes his beard. Once again, the complexity of the movements allows for more and more awareness, presence of mind. last one right here. We're going to spend this last few minutes in a state of just static standing meditation. Once again, just focusing on breathing, being present, aware, listening. With each exhale, continue to relax any tension that you notice. Observing the brow line, the jaw, the shoulders. And taking one more breath in here. And exhaling those hands down. Let's inhale those hands up to heart center. And set an intention if there was something that you noticed today or that you want to practice in your day-to-day life around listening, being aware, being present. It's a good time to set an intention for that. Thank you so much for those of you that have been on these classes with me live. I appreciate you guys. We look over here because we see the names over here, but you know who you are. And if you're just taking this as a through our recorded library, thank you so much. Keep checking out the other recordings. Carve out a time in your day where you're going to plan this and make it just like brushing your teeth or getting ready for bed. Make it such a routine and such a habit that you wouldn't dream of breaking it. Namaste. Thank you.